Hey guys, this is Luke with SubaruONLY. I'm doing the head gaskets on this Forester right here. So as you can see, I've actually already pulled the engine. I'll give you a closer look. Check it out. Okay, so I pulled the engine, right, using the engine hoist. I've got the engine actually pulled out. It's right there. That's the engine for the Forester. And this is a cart with all the parts from the engine for the Forester. The step I'm working on today is going to be removing the carbon buildup from the exhaust valves from these heads. So basically, I took the whole engine apart and I had the heads, like I said, I had the heads surfaced and I had all the valves taken out, and I have all the valves. I'll show you right here, all the valves. Okay, these are all the valves right here, and as you can see, I kind of have them neatly organized in this big Tupperware bin. It's a pretty cool way to keep all your stuff organized. These are the heads. I got these back from the machine shop, and they've been surfaced, so they're perfectly flat on the mating surface to the block. And I have a new head gasket set. And what I'm doing today is I'm cleaning the carbon buildup from these exhaust valves. So as you can see, there's a lot of carbon buildup right here. And what happened was, on a couple of these heads, and I think this is pretty common according to the machine shop I took it to, the guides here, the valve guides, were being sucked down into the combustion chamber, and they had to remove a couple of the valve guides and reinstall new guides for a couple of these heads. And they were only on the exhaust valves. And what the machine shop guy told me was it's because these exhaust valves build up a lot of carbon on them, and they end up snagging the bronze guides as they're moving up and down, and they'll end up pulling the bronze guides down. So this is one that has a lot of carbon buildup. I'll pull it up a little closer so you can see. And this is one I've actually already polished. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to take one of these exhaust valves, and I'm going to use my little grinding wheel, flip it on, and use the wire brush side to grind off some of the carbon buildup on this exhaust valve. Pretty much, as you can see here, I'm just working it slowly around, removing all the carbon buildup that's kind of, built up. Actually, this is the side that's kind of been polished pretty good. I don't know if you can see that pretty good or not. And then this side still has to be polished off with a wire brush. All right, that's pretty good here. I'll show you a little close-up after I grab the camera, but polished all up real good. That way it's going to slide in that guide perfectly smooth and not snag on it at all and not pull the guide down. So I'm going to have to go around and do this to all the rest of the exhaust valves, and then I'll start putting the heads back together, putting the valves in the heads. I'll be sure to do a video on that part too, actually, because when I put these valves into the heads, through the guides and the heads, I'm gonna have to compress the valve springs, and I use my drill press to compress the valve springs. And it's kind of cool to see how that works. So you compress the valve springs, and you can put the little keepers in that lock into this top little notch, and that will hold everything compressed. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the exhaust valves, and I'll come back to you guys in the next video when I start assembling these heads. So I really hope this brought you some value. Like I said, my primary agenda now for every one of these videos is to have a subject that brings a little bit of value to you guys. And today, it was just showing how I grind off that carbon deposit using a grinding wheel with a wire brush attachment to remove that carbon deposit so the exhaust valves will slide smoothly through the exhaust guides in the heads. So I'll see you in the next video. This is Luke with SubaruONLY. You just go on YouTube, search SubaruONLY, and subscribe if you like them, and leave comments. Comments are awesome. Comments mean a lot. And if you have any suggestions, if you see me doing anything stupid or anything wrong, or if you have any questions about how you're doing things, and if you want advice, for as much as I can give it, I'll give you my advice. And thanks a lot for checking out the video. All right? See you next time.